The New Orleans Saints take on the San Francisco 49ers coming up this week, and the Saints will be facing off against a backup quarterback. Brock Purdy's going to miss, timetable, like 2 to 5 weeks. I'm like, that's kind of a big window there, but that's what
Doc,
they.
we pay you a lot of money, Doc. Can you just give us like maybe a 2-week window?
So if the Saints do face off against a backup quarterback, it's going to be McCorkle.
Oh, boy.
Mac Jones is going to be the quarterback there for the 49ers. Look, if you're the Saints, I'm not saying you're sitting over here hoping for injuries, but if you could pick 2 guys for San Francisco to be out, Brock Purdy, George Kittle, probably the 2 that you would hope would miss the competition. So it's a great opportunity. And again,
I don't think the Saints are in a position to be like, we want your best shot. We really want your starters in. Now, if you can get the starting quarterback to miss one and your absolute best tight end in the league, game-changing guy that has single-handedly won games before, you take that. Yeah. You take that. We don't need their best shot.
Yeah.
We'll just take their mediocre shot.
Yeah, so this was about 15 minutes ago. Brock Purdy will miss 2 to 5 weeks with a form of turf toe. So, I believe yesterday the messaging was it was going to be a long shot that Brock Purdy could play, and it felt like he wasn't going to play. But, 2 to 5 weeks with turf toe, a form of turf toe is what we're seeing there. So you're preparing for Mac Jones, and again, if you were the Saints, for 2 people to be out for the 49ers, I mean, those are 2 people, obviously, major players, and Kittle's a mismatch no matter who you are. So we'll see if Juwan Jennings can get back on the field. He's questionable for this game. Obviously a very talented receiver, but it's the quarterback. Man, it's the quarterback position that we're going to talk about here. The line went from 7.5 to 3.5 with this news today.
Let's go.
So
we got action.
And look, it's a great opportunity for the Saints.
You got to get some wins. You got
yeah. And
when an opportunity presents itself,
is at home.
You have to take advantage.
Their
of it.
quarterback's hurt. I know you could say Christian McCaffrey. I still think George Kittle's their best player. He's just an animal.
I would agree with you.
So they're down quarterback and their best player. You have them at home. You're searching for a victory any way you can this year. This is a great opportunity for you.
Not only is Kittle, I think, their best player, but the guy that brings a lot of juice and energy and just that crazy meathead.
Piss and vinegar.
What'd you call it one time? Crazy white boy energy. He just brings that to the table. So if you're missing that, it's missing a big piece of you, not only physically but emotionally out there as well. So if the Saints, in any good teams, and we're not claiming that right now for the Saints, but it's the NFL. When an opportunity presents itself, you have to take advantage. So when your starting quarterback and your best player is not playing and you're playing at the Dome, it kind of becomes a must-win situation. You gotta pick this one off. So we'll see what happens. And you got Mac Jones coming in, of course, I guess what would be considered a first-round bust right now, even though we talked about at the break that he had a pretty decent rookie campaign. And I was looking at his numbers. So I looked up his numbers, expecting them to be atrocious.
Yeah.
I expected them to be 50 touchdowns and 80 interceptions or something. But they're actually not terrible. Career completion percentage is over 4 seasons is 65.9%, so almost 66% completion. 10,590 total yards. 54 touchdowns to 44 interceptions. I really expected that to be a little bit closer to even. So in a ESPN rating of 80, quarterback rating of 84.9, which is not terrible statistics. It's not elite or really good or anything, but I expected it because of, he's a first round pick in 2021 and this is his 3rd team. Yeah. That's pretty wild to not have such best, but clearly they trusted him enough to be a backup to a backup to a highly paid quarterback is an important position. So we'll see what kind of juice he's got left. If there's motivation, to be had out there for a guy, it's being a first round pick. People saying you're a bust. and get an opportunity to go play in a dome, which is a quarterback's dream, playing in a dome. Like, this is an opportunity that you're going to get a kid's best shot who was clearly more talented enough to be a first rounder. So again, like, looking at, I was expecting to come on here and be able to talk all segment about how bad he's been, but really it hasn't been that. Like, I'm sure there's been some games where it's just been hideous. Oh, and that baby, that used diaper face that he had after he got hurt.
When he sprained his ankle.
Was it a torn Achilles?
No,
he just sprained his ankle.
He sprained his ankle.
There was a clip recently I saw on Twitter or X or whatever that came across, and he's like, "Here's the difference," and it showed Aaron Rodgers' face when he tore his ACL.
Yeah.
He limped off the field and he was just like stone cold.
Yeah.
And then here's Mac Jones' face after he sprained his ankle. And he was like crying.
He had two people carrying him off the field.
Two people carrying him off the field. He was crying and screaming in the tunnel.
I did see that. Come on, McCorkle.
What are we doing?
Come on,
you might not be tough, but you do have more touchdowns than interceptions in your career, so I'll give you a little bit of credit for that.
Yeah. Adam Fields, I hear you. He's like, do we really want the Saints winning a lot of games?
Yeah, why not?
I understand, like, you want a great draft choice, but, Adam, I'll tell you this, and I'll ask you this question. What have the Saints done in the draft that makes you feel like they'd make the right decision?
That's a great question.
What have they done that may? Oh yeah, for sure, they'd crush the top pick.
Who are we tanking for right now?
I don't have that belief that they would do that.
Yeah.
Like, now Banks, this number 9 overall pick, it looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It looks solid for sure. But do we really need to revisit the draft history? Yeah. Like, you just had to cut a second round pick that couldn't find a tackle with a search warrant in his time in New Orleans, and Isaiah Foskey, and we could go down the long list, and Trevor Penning and Cesar Ruiz. Like, we could go down the list if you want to, but you know it. You already know it. So, like, I hear you.
Yep.
I hear what you're saying about, like, let's get a good draft choice, let's get a quarterback. But do you really right now trust them to make the right pick?
And here's my opinion and thought on this is the Saints are not threatening to fall outside of the top 10 in the draft. That's just, the roster's not there. The depth is not there. They're not going to go on this run where they're like, okay, we won enough games where we're picking 15th.
Yeah.
They're going to have a top 10 pick. So it's like the difference between 3 and 10. I mean, it's fairly significant. But what I would rather do with a first-year head coach and 2 young quarterbacks is show some life, show some progress, and show other vets across the league who might become free agents that we're a destination place that is an up-and-coming. Like, look at what we did this year with our first-year head coach. It's kind of a sexy place to look at the offense we did. We had success. Guess what would happen if we had you in a Saints helmet? Like, that's the pitch to free agents. So I would rather that than tank and get a shot at hopefully a number 1 overall, because just because you're number 1 or 2 overall doesn't mean you're going to be good. You got a better shot at it. There's more, and we do think
there's certain teams that if they were drafting number 1 overall, like, look how they've drafted, look how the Eagles have drafted, and look how Green Bay's drafted or whoever.
Yeah. But if you have a free agent, if you have some free agents in the NFL that in mid-March of 2026 are completely free agents and trying to decide where to go, where do I fit, are you really going to look at a place that went 2-15 and has to take a young quarterback and start over? Like, I mean, we get it. It is a rebuild year.
Yeah.
But I would rather show some positivity. We won these games. We won the games. And this is the depth we had. Just think if we had you.
Right.
What we could do.
Instead of, with the 4th overall pick, the New Orleans Saints select edge rusher from Houston Christian.
Exactly.
Enter name. Or maybe it's Houston Baptist now. They changed names. I don't remember if they changed to Christian or to Baptist, but either way, you get the point.
Oh, you know Mickey's going to do that too.
But his relative athletic score was through the roof, yeah. So was Peyton Turner's and Marcus Davenport's.
So maybe we just celebrate the wins and just celebrate our victories.
Just be competitive.
Just be competitive. And
just be competitive. Like, the Pelicans aren't competitive, and it sucks.
For the love of God, Saints fans, don't be mad if we win a football.
I know. Like, come on, man. The Pelicans, it's like you poke them with a stick. Like, do something.
Yeah, come on.
Give me something. Like,
beat Mac Jones and no George Kittle.
Yes, you're facing McCorkle Jones with no George Kittle and a Christian McCaffrey that is probably going to have bandages on because my man's put together right now with duct tape and super glue. I mean, that's kind of where he's at right now. I wish he was healthy. I love watching C-Mac, but he's not. All right? Juwan Jennings is same situation. He's not healthy. Go be competitive. Go win a game. Just go do it. Just go do it. You're at home.
Yep.
You're facing a backup quarterback without their best player. Go win a game.
So we're in agreement. This is a must-win.
It is.
If they don't find a way to win this one, I think we could safely say we're eliminated from playoff contention.
I'm with you.
Mathematically.
Yeah. And look, there's like if you don't like Spencer Rattler, if he's your issue, I do think there's going to be 4 quarterbacks in this draft that are good day one starter quarterbacks. So you can go get one in the draft, even if you win 6 games, you'll be fine. Just go win. Just go be competitive. That's why you spot the ball. It's to go play and win.
I'll tell
Not
you
to
what,
hope you draft somebody that you hope ends up being good.
If there was a Cam Ward in this draft, I would maybe say Tank. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I mean, look, Cam's great. I love watching Cam Ward play
What if you're
football.
like, well, Cam's going to be available
I get it.
in this draft?
But okay, well, that's a great example though. But like he was the clear number 1
yeah.
in that draft. Like if you go back to
No, it was either him or Shador.
Yeah, okay. If you go back to the Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, Michael Penix Jr., J.J. McCarthy, Drake May, right? I mean, that's a different draft than what you had, last year where it's like, okay, well, Cam's the guy. Let's try to figure out if there's anybody else that can, be a first-round pick at the quarterback position. So it's a different conversation.
Completely different conversation.
I don't think that this draft is what we saw in 24, but it's certainly more than we saw last year.
So I guess we're safe to say we're taking the Saints plus 3.5.
All day, every day.
All day, every day.
How about
Let's
that?
go,
I actually feel pretty good about it.
I feel real good about it.
I don't even feel like I'm having to lie to you right now.
I think based on this show because we have listeners all over the world, tens and tens of listeners. I think there is tens of listeners all over the world. I think the line's going to move. Saints will probably be minus 3.5 by 10:05.